Shockwave therapy has been used for a long time and effectively for the treatment of musculoskeletal system diseases, and more recently they are also used for some dermatological, dental, and post-surgical pathologies. DSW-VET Diamagnetic Shockwave is the most innovative device for shockwave therapy. Thanks to an innovative technique which sees the use of high-intensity and low-frequency magnetic fields, DSW-VET is able to exploit the diamagnetic effect to generate shockwaves that adapt to the elastic characteristic of damaged tissues, making the treatment much more effective and performed in complete absence of pain. Usually, to perform a shockwave treatment, power, repetition rate, depth of action, and correct focal point are adjusted. With DSW-VET, in addition to the regulation of the power, the number of impulses and the depth of the movement, the specialist can adjust some new parameters that make this treatment exclusive and very effective. The first parameter is relative to the type of tissue on which it intends to intervene. A resistant tissue, such as a bone, ligament, tendons, or a soft tissue, such as a muscle or skin. The second parameter is related to the time of energy transfer in the tissues, with low, medium, and high velocity. The third parameter is called the diamagnetic effect on the superposition of a high-intensity magnetic field in the shockwave. The diamagnetic energy will have a strong analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and regenerative effect. Each of these parameters helps to make the treatment selective, individual, and painless. The DSW-VET is the only device for shockwaves in which the handpiece must not be replaced over time because it does not discharge. The special technology of DSW-VET allows to control the correct power of each impulse individually, the correct speed of energy transfer, and the estimation of the energy given to the tissues. The DSW-VET handpiece can be activated to generate impulses automatically or manually for more precise positioning by pressing the button on its surface. The DSW-VET uses Fresnel lenses made of a special aluminum alloy to focus the shock waves. The advantages are many. In fact, DSW-VET's lenses are flat, light, and not bulky. Material used for their construction and the processing of concentric circles eliminate all the dispersions that usually happen when the shockwave goes from the handpiece to the tissue. Furthermore, the large contact surface and the holographic focus on the shockwaves completely eliminate contact pain. DSW-VET comes with 7 lenses, 1 radial lens for shallow and defocus treatments, 4 focal lenses for different depths of action, and 2 differentiated focal lenses for difficult treatment areas or very small animals. The DSWVET software is simple and intuitive. It is divided into two sections, one in which the specialist programs all the treatment parameters and one in which are already parameterized treatments and ready for use. In the section of the software where the specialist is to select the information, each function is easy to select due to the presence of a graphic icon that facilitates and guides the choice. The DSWVET software is simple and intuitive. All information is shown on a single workscreen. Top bar indicates the control, which the software performs independently to guarantee the correct amount of energy for each pulse emitted and therefore the correct emission of power. In this window, the therapeutic target is adjusted by selecting between bone, joint or tendons, and soft tissues. In this window, the wave shape is adjusted by selecting between high, medium, and low. Pressing in correspondence with this key, the manual or automatic impulse delivery is selected. Pressing at the power button, you can adjust the impact wave power. In this window, the diamagnetic effect is activated to overlap a magnetic field with an analgesic action on the shockwave. The number of impact waves is selected in this window and adjusted according to the pathology to be treated. The Q parameter indicates the amount of energy accumulated in the tissues during therapy. The goal is to completely fill the tank during treatment to get the maximum benefit. Start and stop are text to start, put in standby, or finish the treatment. The benefit on the shockwave treatment depends on the combination of the mechanical action of the shockwave and the energy absorption capacity of the treated tissues. The greatest benefits are linked to the reduction of local inflammation, the formation of new blood vessels, the stimulation of tissue self-repair process, and the restoration of joint mobility. An operational guide is essential to improve the management capabilities of the operational protocol to become real experts. Our patients remain vigilant and participate throughout the treatment. Clinical studies and case reports show that the diamagnetic shockwave works and is a valid alternative to commonly used equipment. The diamagnetic shockwave guarantees important advantages. In fact, it is possible to use DSWVET even in the acute phases of the pathology. It is possible to apply DSWVET also on soft tissues. It is not painful and it is not necessary to sedate the animal. Furthermore, there are no consumable parts that must be changed over time, and the software is simple and intuitive. Diamagnetic shockwaves can be applied to different pathologies including dysplasias, stress fractures, arthritis, arthrosis, dysplasia, tendinitis, and pain syndromes. Follow us on our website, on the social pages, and on our YouTube channel. We are waiting for you.